Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the December 2019 reading for the sign of Cancer. So before I get into you guys' reading, I want to talk a little bit about your astrology. So you guys have the North Node into your sign until May 2020. I don't know the exact date that it's going to leave, but it's in there till May 2020. And that's pretty much all you guys have. You have other things going on that are affecting you right now planetarily, but if you're a Cancer ascendant or Cancer first house, you have the North Node where your sun is. So that's going to make you would make you like more popular, or it'll make you really just move towards where you're ready to go in life. Like, go after your aspirations. And the North Node is where everyone is headed towards, like society is headed towards. So I think that you guys are wanting to more get in touch with your emotions. It's not like you already are not in touch with your emotions, but you're basically wanting to control your emotions, you know, like use your emotions as your superpower. Which would be like knowing that if you feel good, and that if you think thoughts that you want to think, and if you feel good, you can manifest what you want to. If you're feeling good, if you can get yourself to feel good no matter what situation that you're in, you can manifest what you want to manifest, basically. So anyway, I put this notebook down, but I need it again. So before I was doing you guys' reading, I was meditating on you guys' energy, and I got an image of somebody going up like a snow-filled mountain. Like they were in a car and they were going up the mountain. It was very steep, it was very high up, and they were just like going up the mountain. Like maybe some of you guys are gonna take like a mountain trip or something, or you're gonna go skiing or sledding or something like that. I think that's a great idea for a lot of you, because it's like you can get your mind off of things if they've been on things, or just have some fun. Or I feel like some of you guys are like, you know what, I've never been snowboarding, or I've never been skiing before, like I want to do that. And so you guys are gonna, you know, go do that. For some of you, you might be taking like a winter family trip. It is around the holiday time, so maybe you're going to go take a trip, but being in the fresh air and seeing the beautiful winter scenery, I think would be very beneficial for you guys. I also saw a frog. The frog was like sitting on a lily pad, and there was like little flowers, lotuses around the frog. And you guys are gonna have to look up what a frog means like spiritually, but I was really paying attention to the lotuses, and I wanted to know what a lotus was. And it's basically like those flowers grow from the water. They grow inside, like they start out as a bud underwater. Literally, it's dirty and it's murky, like because ponds where, you know, frogs usually are, it's like not very clear water. Sometimes it is, but you know, down at the bottom is where it's like dirt, you know, where flowers grow from. But it's also water, so it's like flowers don't usually grow from underwater and then they come up to the top of the water. So that's how a lotus is. And then it like goes through all that dirt and water and then blossoms at the top. And then it goes back down, like I think at night, every day. At night it goes back down underwater and then comes back up from underwater, like I think when the sun comes out, so that it can get the nourishment from the sun. So that's like a just crazy process, and people are very fascinated about lotuses because of what they go through every day. Like even though they're in this murky river water or pond water or whatever, they still seem to come back up every day, and like their petals are unaffected by all of the dirt and everything that's going on underwater. So I feel like for some of you guys, that's just like how you are, or that's how you need to be, like a lotus. You should look it up if you if this wasn't a good enough explanation for you guys, or if you want a better explanation. I also I kept seeing like all types of like Disney and like kids fairy tales movie, like stuff was just popping in my head, like Alice in Wonderland and like Cinderella and like the Princess and the Frog, and like just different kids stuff was popping up in my head, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I do feel like because it's around the holiday time and that type of stuff is usually on TV, you guys are probably watching that, but you need to. It's weird because it's like sometimes we forget about watching those types of things. Like we always want to watch reality TV and we always want to watch like our adult shows, and these children like fairy tales and movies, they have a lot of lessons in them. And I feel like if you guys are into that, some of you guys may be like into watching Disney movies, like it's a good idea because like it will help you in your situation, like about some life lessons. And if you're not, like maybe you guys should do that. I see specifically if you guys have kids, that's a good idea to just like put on some movies and fairy tales and stuff and just like watch it with your kids, and like it teaches you valuable lessons. I love watching kids movies and videos and stuff like that because I know like they teach you things that later on are helpful when you grow up in life, except for that you're already grown up, so you just need a reminder sometimes. So yeah, that's pretty much all I saw for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Sorry guys, I'm messing with my hair a lot because I try to put it all up into like one ponytail, and I can't even quite see the top of it. But anyway, I feel like some of you guys have been sort of, I guess, like dissatisfied with what kind of results you've been getting from things like at work and stuff like that, or maybe even a relationship. It's like you're not satisfied with the results that you've been getting. Like your ships have not been coming in, and you're just like, what the fuck? This isn't what I wanted. And we're around the end of the year, and I feel like you're just kind of reflecting on everything around you, and I feel like some of you guys are just dissatisfied, and you're like I don't want this in my relationship, or I don't want this for my work situation, or I'm not happy with my career, or it's just not what I thought it would be like at the end of this year. And I feel like some of you guys need to realize that you haven't been putting your time and energy into those things. Like your you haven't been focused on your relationship, or trying to fix on your relationship, or trying to be closer, or working on that business, or creating that new project, or putting in new applications for a new job, or whatever. It's like you have to do work to get results. And I think you guys are starting to realize, like, you know, what have I really been doing to get the kind of results that I've been wanting? And for some of you, I just feel like you need to start putting yourself out there in a more risky way, I guess. Not like in a bad risky way, but like you need to be a little bit more adventurous and daring, because no risk, no reward is basically what's going on. You haven't taken a lot of risks this year, and you don't get the rewards that come from taking those kind of risks if you haven't, you know? Okay, so I also see that some of you guys have been, I think you've been like hiding for a while. Like you have been in your house, or you have maybe been just like not around other people. You've been like really contemplating and going through a lot of emotions, because I feel like your self-esteem has been down lately, and you basically haven't been doing anything. Not like you've been a whole lazy fuck, but some of you just haven't, you've been like down on yourself. Your self-esteem is low, and you were like, I don't want to go out with my friends. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. I don't feel confident enough for this job. I don't feel confident enough to start this project. And so it caused you to not do anything for a while. And first of all, I need you to be a little bit nicer to yourself, because for whatever is going on with you, it's just a perception thing. Everything is just perception. If you feel like you're not beautiful, or if you feel like you don't like something about yourself, you can only get the feeling because of a thought first. First you have a thought or belief like, oh, this doesn't look right, you know? Because if you're like, oh, this looks nice, then you would feel good. But if you said, oh, this doesn't look right, or this isn't right about me, then you would feel bad. So it's like you have to control your thoughts first, and then your emotions will follow after that. How you feel is after what you think. I think some of you guys are realizing that. I feel like you're coming out of it, but this is kind of what you have been doing or did in the past. And it's like time for you to be nicer to yourself, especially with what you're thinking about yourself. Because I feel like it's going to allow things to come in your life very like spontaneously, out of nowhere, out of the blue. Opportunities and just like epiphanies. Things are gonna come out of the blue once you allow yourself to think better about yourself. Because it's like your self-worth is tied into things on the outside. So if you feel down about yourself, then if you feel like you only deserve a little bit, you're only gonna get a little bit. If you feel down about yourself, you're not going to attract, you're gonna attract things that are like lower vibrational, basically. If you're like, oh, well, I'm broke and I'm not beautiful and I'm not handsome, because, you know, could be some males watching this, but it's basically like whatever you feel about yourself is what kind of energy you're going to attract on the outside world. And if you can feel better about yourself, like, I do deserve to be happy, I deserve my dream job, I deserve to have my dream body, I deserve things, I deserve whatever I deserve. Like, a boost in your confidence and your self-esteem will make you attract a lot more better things in your life. I also see that some of you guys maybe having a difference in opinion or difference of opinion with people that you're around in some area of your life. So this could be people you work with, or this could be people who are your friends, or this could be people at your church, or if you do sports or something like that. You know, it's like you're having a difference of opinion with them. And I feel like I saw this for someone else. I cannot remember the reading. It was sort of like, I think it was for Gemini, so maybe you guys can check out Gemini's reading too. But it was basically like there's changes going on in that environment, and you guys have ideas and perspectives that will help transform the place into what it needs to be. Because everyone's like, we should do it this way, we should do it that way, and they're like fighting amongst each other. And it's like, you guys have this fresh new perspective that's just like, no, we should just do this. And I feel like it's going to help. They're gonna be like, oh, well, you know what, that's a really good idea, I don't know why I didn't think of that. And I feel like it's going to help that space be a lot more just working well. Actually, it's like your unique ideas and your perspective about things is going to help you a lot. Like, maybe you guys might get promoted because of this, or I don't know, it's like you're going to get some kind of upgrade because of your unique ideas. It's going to bring some type of prosperity to you. I also see that some of you guys, you may have been going through some changes lately with your family, like just some changes that have been a little rough. Maybe you guys have you've had to move, you've gone through a divorce, just like things have been happening. I don't want to say necessarily that they're negative, but just changes that we don't necessarily prefer to happen. And I feel like through everything that's going on right now, because I feel like some of you guys may feel like, you know, you're a little bit down on your luck. And through everything that's going on right now, it's like when I was talking about the lotus, like that's a very good example. Try to be like the lotus. No matter what's going on around you, no matter what kind of environment you're in, it's like you need to adapt and work with it in order to come out successful from it. And the lotus does it every day. So it's like you need to do this every day until your environment changes or until you're out of that type of situation. I feel like you guys need to really focus on like what could you be. Don't focus on what's happening that you don't like. Focus on what you can be doing. Focus on how can you be of service to other people. If your life seems like it's in disarray right now, focus on like, what can I do right now? Instead of being like, oh, I'm so depressed and I'm so sad and I'm so discouraged by everything that's going on with me. Like, what can you're still useful as a person always. You're always useful. And it's like, if you can focus on that, first of all, there's people going through more than you somewhere, and their situation is worse than yours. If you can focus on that, and then just do something like, you know, go do some community service, go read to some children or something, or go volunteer at an animal shelter, or just something. And I feel like you guys are going to know what it is that you need to do, because the universe is going to start giving you signs and synchronicities, like numbers, letters, symbols, and you're going to keep seeing them. And I just need you guys to pay attention, because it's a sign that that's the direction you need to be headed in. We're never like, I feel like some of you guys feel like you've been down on your luck, and it's like you feel like the universe is like giving up on you, like God has given up on you. You're just like, well, I don't know what's going on, but it's not working out for me. And it's like, we're never given up on. So it's like the universe is going to be sending you signs and signals to be like, okay, well, you know, this is just a part of a cycle in your life, because everybody does have to go through things. And it's going to try to point you into the direction that you need to go to get your mind and vibration higher and your mind off of that situation. I also see that some of you guys, I definitely see a lot of like some of you guys giving back. It's around the holiday time, it's around Christmas time. I feel like you guys are giving back, and you're happy. You're very excited about this. Some of you guys are giving money to other people, food to other people, knowledge to other people, giving back in some way, shape, or form. Some of you guys do actually feel empowered right now, and you want to empower other people. I got this for Aries too, actually. This was like another thing in Aries reading. So you basically are some kind of well off right now, or even if you're not well off, you're just good enough to the point where you know that you can give money or food or advice or whatever to people, and you realize like you see the beauty in everybody, and it doesn't matter if they are down on their luck or homeless or whatever their situation is. You just know that like that happens in life, and you're very excited to help other people feel better about their situations and feel better about life in general. It's like raising your vibration, and it's also raising other people's vibration, which is awesome. I also see that some of you guys, there's, like I said, there was something about your perspective that is unique that is going to help you out. I feel like you guys, some of you are at work and you're trying to tell other people how to do something, like you're working with other people, but the way that you're trying to do it is really like, it's almost like you're making a game out of it or something. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you're trying to bring the fun back into work, basically. And I don't know what kind of idea it is, but I keep seeing it. It's like you guys are going to get recognized for this, because if it's not that you're showing other people this directly, it's that this is the type of person that you are. You're basically the type of person that tries to make fun out of every situation, and other people are going to see that about you and really just like aspire to have that in themselves. Like, wow, you know what? Cancer is always, you know, like making the best out of a situation as much as they can. And I really like I admire that within them. I also see that some of you guys, you're trying to teach your kids right now, like maybe just valuable life lessons, or if they're in school, like some homework. You're trying to teach them how to build some type of solid foundation. You're trying to teach them, some of you guys, maybe how to be in alignment with your mind, body, and spirit. Some of you guys are trying to teach them about the Bible. I just know you guys are trying to show your children something or teach them something. And it's like, basically, if you haven't been doing it this way, you need to do it in a fun manner, like a more playful manner. Make it like more of a game, because then they will really, really catch on to it and appreciate you. And they're going to remember this too. Like, if you teach them how to do something in a fun, playful way, when they get older, they're going to be like, you know what? My mom or my dad used to like teach me how to do this, and we used to play this little game. And it's like, they're going to remember that. But I do feel like you just need to have more fun with your children, with whatever you're trying to teach them how to do, or teach them how to build, or maybe you just want to do like arts and crafts with them, but they're going to really appreciate you for doing this in the future. I also see that some of you guys, you are letting go of some of you guys, it's a toxic relationship. For some of you guys, it's like bad habits. For some of you guys, it's bad addictions. Some of you guys, it's food. Some of you guys, it's like a sex addiction. Some of you guys, it's whatever kind of, like, addictions come in all shapes and sizes and forms. It could be whatever you know that you have been attached to so much in the past. You're starting to detach from it, and you're really enjoying this process now. At first, maybe it was a little difficult, but now I feel like you guys are really starting to like be happy that you're feeling more free, to be honest, and you're starting to communicate this with people around you. You're like, I don't do that no more. Like, it's just for an example, like, I don't smoke cigarettes no more. Like, I'm good. And I feel like you guys have been, if you haven't been, you've been patient with yourself in this process, because you know, like, these type of things generally don't happen overnight. It's like you've been slowly detaching from it, and now you're ready to let people know. For some of you, you're just gonna straight up like be letting people know, you know, like, I'm not with this person anymore, or like, I quit smoking, or like, I stopped doing this thing like that I used to be so attached to before. For some of you, this is a mindset too. You're just like really communicating how you don't think that way anymore. That's not how you think anymore. It's really about just detaching from anything that you feel like would tie you down. Anything that would make you feel stuck, because you realize we're never ever stuck. We can always get up out of a situation. Even if, like, because we just have to make decisions, and those decisions may not be easy, but you can always get out of that situation. And it may be even hard to get out of that situation, then you're in another situation, and you can always get out of that situation, but you do have to make some type of effort. And I feel like you guys are just realizing, like, I wasn't stuck there. You realize that you thought that it had a hold on you, and I guess it did for a little while, but you're like, it doesn't have a hold on me anymore, because really it was a mental thing. I thought that I had to do this forever. I thought that I was always going to be doing this, but now I know that I have the power and I control what I do. And yeah, what I was gonna say was, let me just take a look at this here real quick. That because you guys have Uranus in your 11th house, so Uranus is like the planet of like sudden surprises and being eccentric and being different, like weird and outside of the box thinking and detachment. I feel like some of you guys, since it's in the 11th house, and the 11th house deals with your hopes and wishes and dreams, and your social networks and your friendships and just any kind of networks, even like work networks, business networks. You guys have, that's why I think you guys are coming up with these creative ideas, like these new innovative ways to do things and new innovative ways to like communicate, just new ideas and thoughts, and other people are going to really appreciate you for your uniqueness. Whatever kind of networks that you're in right now, and whatever kind of friendships that you're in as well. I see it more as networks and business wise, but it can also just be whatever. Yeah, I do see, because you have Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto, but mostly Saturn and Pluto in the 7th house. So the 7th house deals with like your long-term commitments and your relationships, like that are more like marriages, those types of relationships, long-term contracts, long-term commitments. Some of you guys, because Saturn is there trying to build stability and trying to get you to be more independent and trying to get you to be more responsible in those things. And Pluto is in there just transforming things, but Pluto will get rid of anything. Pluto and Saturn will just get rid of things that don't, it's not long lasting, it's not going to work, it's not in the direction that you're heading, so they'll get rid of those things. So I do feel like some of you guys, your relationships, like if you, I saw that some of you guys may have gotten a divorce, or you just don't want to be in a long-term relationship anymore because it's not working for you. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, so it's like you want to be around different kind of people, or you want to expand your relationships, or you want more freedom in your relationships for some of you. Like maybe if you've been down and out about some certain things, like dating or something again after being divorced, like you feel some more optimism. You're like, you know, I could start over again. This could be a thing. I could be happy again with someone else. Because Saturn and Pluto in the 7th house is not the easiest thing to deal with. I had that a little bit ago. I don't know how many years ago. And yeah. I was in a relationship that was super codependent, and that had to go. Eventually, I just had to, you know, that was a toxic relationship. That was not good, and I had to get out of it. So I feel like that might be the situation for some of you guys. Your partner, you feel like a lot of responsibility, too much responsibility to your partner, and you're like, this is not working. We're just codependent, and this is toxic, and I gotta go. And for some of you, it's just relationships. It doesn't even have to be your partner, like, because most likely it's like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or husband or wife, but it can also be like close friendships and close family ties where you come together with other people and you're just like, nah, this is not healthy. It's not healthy anymore, and I don't want it. And Pluto and Saturn will just annihilate that. Like it will just you'll keep seeing evidence of how it's just not working. You'll be like, we can't do this anymore. We were meant to, like, you know, share this path for a while, but now we're meant to go on different paths. Okay, so you guys also have Chiron in the 10th house, so I feel like Chiron is the planet of healing, and the 10th house is the planet of like your career and how other people see you, and like pretty much those two things. But there's other things that the 10th house is related to, so I just feel like some of you guys are just healing. I feel like you maybe have lost your job or something like that. You're healing from things, and for some of you, like, you have had, because it's healing deep wounds, so it's like if you've had a lot of jobs that you haven't liked, you haven't been treated like your worth. And so, like, that's what I was saying, like, whatever you feel like you're worth, you're gonna get. So you're healing your self-worth as far as like your career and your like work life and how other people see you in the world. So that's why I think I saw this earlier, is because like once you feel like you deserve better, once you know that you have like whatever gifts, whatever talents, whatever knowledge, it's like, I'm not going to accept any less than that. And it's a process, but eventually you'll realize, like, you know, I won't accept these like little temp jobs, or I won't accept like anything less than this pay or anything less than what I deserve, because I deserve this. But if you feel like, oh man, this is probably all I can get, then that's what you will get. You know, you need to, like, if you know you really do have the knowledge and you really do have the skills to do something, like, you need to shoot higher, have higher expectations, and like allow people to treat you your worth, because that all has to deal with you. People only treat you like what you allow them to treat you like, basically. I also see that some of you guys, I feel like you're starting to be more of yourself, or put yourself out there in a more vulnerable way. That's like, you're just really being your true self. You're really shining your light, and you're like connected with your childlike energy right now. Like, you've gone through things and it's changed you, but you know who you are, or you're starting to know who you are, and you're happy about that. You're happy that you've gone through those things, and you're just like, I just want to be me, you know, I just want to show the world who I am. I just want to, I don't know what's going on in my eye. Sorry, guys. You're just like, I just want to shine my light, like, you know, just show the world what I have to offer. And I feel like if you continue to do that, and you continue to just, you know, like your childlike energy would be like, if you really like to sing or to dance or to do like a certain thing, and you just do it, you're not afraid to do it, you don't care what other people think about you, you're like, this is my thing and this is what I like to do, so I'm gonna do it. And so some of you guys are really just allowing that energy into your life. You're like, if I like to do this, I'm gonna do it. I don't care about showing people like who I am, like, this is me. And I feel like you just need to trust the process of that happening with you, and to keep going, to keep on shining your light, keep on expressing yourself, keep on loving yourself and loving other people, because this uniqueness in you is like, other people will see it. It gives other people permission to do it. When they see people around them being themselves and being authentic, it gives other people permission to do it. Even though they already had permission to do it, it's just like, seeing you allows them to see, like, you know what, if they can do it, then I can be myself too, basically. I also see that Yeah, some of you guys just like, for society, you feel like society, you want people to be like more kind. You want, you know how they say treat people how you want to be treated, like that's what you want people to do, because that's the kind of person that you are. And your perspective about society has changed, you know, but you feel like we need to be moving in the direction of being like nicer to each other, more empathetic. I feel like some of you guys want to do what is it, like not just charity work, this is like humanitarian work, like I don't remember what that group is called, but it's like you basically go overseas and help other people to like build things and teach them stuff. I feel like some of you guys want to do that. I feel like some of you guys may have had like a little like intuitive flash, like you got a vision of like yourself somewhere else, or like another place. You were at another place, you got like a little vision of it, and you're like, okay, yeah, I need to go there and help those people. I feel like for some of you, this is what you want to do, but you're not doing it, and it's because like maybe you're afraid, or you don't feel like you'll have enough resources. Feel like you guys want to be like in a more peaceful environment, and for some of you this is like somewhere else in another country in another land. You're like, I want to go over there and help these people, or just see what it's like over there. Because I just feel like if it's not that, then like you or like your family is in a situation where it's just like it's too much, and you're not quite like getting out of that situation, and it's just time for you to do that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like things will just happen when you're just not supposed to be in those situations. You're just prolonging it for too long, and then next year we're gonna be having these eclipses. We're already gonna have an eclipse like coming up soon, and then next year we're gonna be having eclipses. And I believe, I know it's Capricorn, so the opposite side of Capricorn is Cancer. So there's going to be eclipses in your sign too. So it's like, if you're not going to just go ahead and make this change, then the universe is pretty much going to force you to make the change. And so it's like, if you want to be in a more peaceful environment for your family, if you want to be around kinder people, it's like you need to move. You need to move to another city, another state, another country, or whatever like you feel like is best. And even though it's hard right now, like you need to stay objective with what do you see for your family? What do you want the future to look like? You guys' future to look like. Stay objective and just keep moving, even though it may be hard, even though your environment may not be very supportive of you. Like, do what you got to do to get up out of that environment. Not just for you, but for your family as well, and for the growth and well-being of your family. I also see that some of you guys, yeah, it's just really time for you to start some new things. I feel like you're starting over in some way, shape, or form. That's why I feel like some of you guys may have like lost your job, or you quit or something, or you're starting on a new career path, because it's like something ended. It's like done now. It's the end of it, and now it's time for you to start new adventures, new ideas, a new business, something like that. And have some optimism, but be optimistic about it that it will work, because this is a thing that you want to do, so why not be optimistic about it? But you also need to stay committed to it. Like, don't give up on it so easily, because it's your dream. You have to keep feeding your creative endeavors. If you start something, you know, like you're done with something else and you're starting a new creative project or something, like you need to keep feeding that thing. You need to keep on putting your life and your energy force into it so that it will grow, because you will make a breakthrough. For some of you, I feel like yeah, for some of you, I just feel like there's a relationship that's just over with, and you're gonna make a breakthrough. Like, and I said, you're just like optimistic about like what you can do in the future, and optimistic about new types of relationships. For others of you, this is like, for some, like probably a few of you, you realize that you've been immature in your relationships, and you have been just starting things with people like here and there and stuff like that, and like that cycle and time is over for you. Like, you've been basically being a player, or like, you know, whatever, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to really be doing that anymore. I'm kind of ready for like being in a committed relationship, and I feel like some of you guys are looking forward to that. I also see that yeah, it's time for you guys to just take some risks, because, and I mean just risks, like straight up like doing something that you never did before. Because I saw that thing about the mountain, and it's just like, you'd be like, what, I'm gonna go skiing? Because it's like, you need to allow yourself to get into that energy. You need to allow yourself to take risks, so that you know that it's okay to take risks in other areas of your life. Even if you're just like, okay, even if you guys are just like going sledding or skiing, you are doing something that you've never done before. So it's like you're giving yourself permission to do that. So then in other parts of your life, you're building up confidence, you know? You're like, if I can go and ski, and I've never skied before, and I'm fine, like I can go start something new in another area of my life. It's just getting into that new energy, trying new things, because like that's what you need to do in life right now. I feel like some of you guys, like, you know that you're about to try some new stuff. Like, you know you're about to put yourself out there in a new way, and like basically take a leap of faith. And I feel like right here at the end of the year, in this December, you need to take a little bit of break, like a little bit of a break, and just like reflect. Just take just a small break before the new year. I feel like there's a lot of abundance connected to you taking risks next year. And that doesn't mean that you have to just keep on trying new things all the time. Like, if you try something new, or try like a new creative project, like you're going to have to stick through with it. But especially next year being the year of the 4, and that means in numerology, like just stability and commitment and practicality and solid foundations, basically. So you're going to have to stick with it. But I feel like, yes, you do need to take risks. You do need to try new things. And then once you try something new, if it's something that, like, you know, requires you to keep putting time and energy into it, that's what you need to do. And there will be a lot of abundance involved in that. But you do need to take a little bit of a break. That's why I see you guys like going up to a mountain. So like, you're going up there, you're going to try something new, but you're also gonna like relax. You're also taking a break. You're also like getting in touch with nature, and like just calming down for a little bit before this new year starts, or before you start trying a lot of different new things. I also see that some of you guys just, yeah, you've just been afraid to make daring decisions. It's just like, I want more money, or I want this, or I want to be rich, or I want to have this certain type of lifestyle. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do to have that certain lifestyle, you know? And by that, I just mean like, go for it in whatever way that you can. Because I feel like once you guys, the universe is offering you guys something like more money, more stability, prosperity, just something that you really feel like is valuable. And it's like, you have to make the decision to want to do it. You have to like step out there and do it. For some of you guys, I feel like you're gonna get an offer for more money, like a job offer for more money, because you've been putting out like the resumes and stuff, like I was saying earlier. Like, you've been putting yourself out there for something more, and the universe is going to give it to you. And you might be a little afraid because it's going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone, but you should do it anyway and stick with it. Or you might get the funding to like start some kind of project, or a business or something like that. It's like you're going to get some type of encouragement. Someone's going to give you something. If it's not just the universe directly, or okay, everything comes from the universe, but some person actually might give you a gift. to help you start your business or to help you out. Or you might just, I don't know, it's just like I feel like you're gonna get something to help you out with where you're trying to go. I also see that what I was saying earlier, like some of you guys really have a lot of knowledge about a certain subject. You have the skills, you have knowledge, and it's time for you to pass it on to other people. Pass it on to other people. But what I was saying earlier was, if you know you're good at something, if you know you have the skills and talents to do something, then you like need to not accept anything less than your worth. Because I feel like you've been reflecting for a while and you've come up with answers. You have ideas, you have skills, you have knowledge that you need to share with other people. Like you've been, you know, doing that for a while, and now you've gained the knowledge, and now it's time for you to actually be eager to share this knowledge with other people in a practical manner. And by practical, I don't mean like don't take a risk to do it. It just means that step by step, you keep getting it done. You don't skip steps. You're like, okay, I gotta start, and then I gotta get from here to there, then I gotta get from here to there, you know? It's just putting one foot in front of the other every day, building on something every day, being consistent with it, because that's going to bring a lot of abundance for 2020 for anybody who is trying to do anything, like, you know, because it's the year before, which is like pretty much like Earth, like stability, but there's a lot of energy in Capricorn, so it's like a lot of Capricornian ways of doing things are going to be the way of the world right now, the way that you can attract your abundance. I feel like for some of you, maybe like if you want to teach children something that you just know, and it's like, it's your responsibility. What did I say before? I said this in another reading, but I said each one teach one. It's your responsibility to use the knowledge that you have and pass it on to other people, because how else do we get knowledge? We've gotten knowledge in the knowledge that we have now, we got it from the people before us, like our ancestors. Like they teach you how to whatever, cook, tie your shoes, life lessons, whatever. So it's like, it's time for you to pass this knowledge and wisdom on to other people so that they can have it and use it and make their life better, and then pass it on to other people after that. I see that a lot of you guys have been, some of you guys can see things that are different. Like you can see auras, you can see it's kind of like spiritual stuff. Like you can heal people. You can see things that are kind of unexplainable, or you know things that are kind of unexplainable. And I feel like you need to work with this energy. Like you guys are already psychic anyway. I feel like all the water signs are, but I just feel like you intuitively know things, you get visions, like you just are like that. And you need to work with that energy, because I feel like you've kind of been like, oh, this is kind of weird, or like I saw something weird yesterday and like I don't know if what I should do. What you should do is just use it, because spirit is communicating with you in a different way. And just because it's not the normal way that you're used to, like a person telling you something that you needed to hear, that's okay, because that's just how it is right now. And you know, if spirit is communicating with you through signs and signals and all types of stuff, like this is important. If spirit is just straight up directly like, hey, here's a dream that out of nowhere, or you know, just some crazy ass shit, it's like, first of all, you should be honored that that's happening to you, because it's something important. Spirit is really trying to get your attention. And some of you guys, I think you might be developing some spiritual gifts right now, and it's like, allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to dabble in it, basically, instead of feeling ashamed of it. And I just feel like some of you guys just really need to be yourself. Like you guys have been judging yourself off of like your clothes and your cars and different type of things that you've had in your life. You're basing your self-esteem off of your outside instead of your inside. Because like, I don't remember who I said this to, but I basically said self-esteem is self-explanatory. It's the esteem located in yourself. And if it's ever located outside of yourself, that would be called like others' esteem. And it's not called others' esteem for a reason. It's called self-esteem because it's inside of you. So when your esteem is located outside of yourself, then you need to reevaluate, because it should always be what you think about you is most important, not what other people think about you, not what they think about. Because I feel like some of you guys may not be exactly doing as best as you want to, and you feel like that's making your self-esteem go down. And yes, your reality, you know, that's gonna play a part in sometimes what you feel, but it's like, you know, you in the inside, your soul, like without your clothes, without cars, without anything on the outside, you know you in the inside. Who is that person? Would that person be satisfied with you judging your appearance or judging your life off of what other people can see on the outside? Because who cares what they can see on the outside? It's just time. I think it's just time. The more authentic and the more real that you can be, I feel like other people will see this in you, and you're gonna motivate people and inspire people to be the same kind of way. But yeah, overall, I just feel like you guys really need to be starting to go after what it is that you want. Like, it's time to get serious about that and use more masculine energy. Like, you know, if you want something, start to go after it. Because sometimes you guys can be a little bit passive and you wait for things to come to you, but it's not time for that anymore. It's time for you to go after exactly what you want. If you want happiness, it's not even that you go after happiness, and I don't believe in going after happiness because happiness is an inside thing. But if you want something specifically, even just to be a better person than you were before, it's like, it's time for you to make the steps to do that. Take the steps to do that and make a way for yourself, and don't look for other people to do that. Okay, anyway, I'm shuffling these deck of cards. It's the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm gonna just pull another card for you guys just to wrap up the reading. So spirit guides and angels, what information do you have for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Oh, Moon and Rising for December 2019. A card came out. I just want to make sure that that's it, and it is. So, balance. You guys got balance. This is the third eye chakra. This one right here, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth chakra. So it says, seeing the unseen, guidance, intuition, secrets, integrity, knowledge, spirituality, inner child, mystery, and dignity. This card says, this card may indicate a reluctance to change. You may be hesitating because of the past, but that doesn't mean you should be hasty. Weigh all sides before moving forward. This can mean a start of a relationship. Proceed slowly. All right. So this says, emancipated periwinkle. I must create before the opportunity disappears. It says, Periwinkle is a small-town theater actor with big-time talent. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He's told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. Running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. I take me with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? This card deals with chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behavior, dietary imbalance, being result-oriented, self-neglect, honoring values, assistance, courtesy, and support. So I do feel like for some of you guys, basically like, it's like you should want to do something because you want to do it. You shouldn't want to like go and attain power for the sake of having power. Like, I want to be the big boss because I just want to have power over other people's. Like, no, I want to be the big boss because I am the big boss. Like, you know, I want to be the big boss because I know that that's like, I actually enjoy doing that. And that's actually what I want to do, not to just have control over other people. it's like, what are your intentions and motivations for going after something? I feel like you guys should be clear about that before you do go after things. And some of you guys need to create some balance within what your diet, what you're eating, and what you're drinking. Like, basically take care of your body, because it's important. This is the only body that you get. But your third eye is like, this is seeing the unseen. So this is like intuitively knowing things. Like I said, being psychic. And it's like, I feel like some of you guys need to pay attention to the psychic hints that you get. My third eye will actually start to tingle and stuff. I'll have an idea or a thought, and it will literally start to like tingle. And I'm like, whoa, that means something. I'm going to pay attention to that. So maybe for some of you, that's a thing too. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more content like this. And share the video if you feel like somebody would benefit from the video. My email's in the description box below if you guys want a personal reading. I also have my social media information down there, as well as a donation link. If you guys want to donate anything to this channel, any little thing will help to make the videos quicker, easier, more efficient for me to get them out basically quicker to you, because I do need some stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I hope you guys have a really happy holiday and a really happy new year. And until next time, you guys, bye.